The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
We are 30 seconds away from your chance at the golden ticket.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Now is your chance to qualify for the golden ticket that gets you and a guest into every Q101 event for a year. Please don't text and drive. Standard message and data rates apply.
Q101.
Well, once again, it starts now and every hour on Q101's Brian and Kenzie. How about this? Porno for Pyros at the Aragon, Tuesday, October 24th. What are you laughing at? You like the name of the band?
Just something.
It's something, yeah.
It's something.
Yep.
How'd they come up with that?
That's a good question for Perry Farrell, who created Lollapalooza. It was, of course,
What do
in
you want me
Jane's.
to call him? I'm asking you.
Well, you're the one that ends up getting numbers of all these guys because they always give you their numbers.
Okay, that sounds bad the way you said it.
No, it's actually a compliment because they feel safer giving you a phone number than me.
Yep.
You have Billy Corgan's, you have Pierce the Veils.
Yeah.
You have a lot of phone numbers in your phone.
Again, not like that.
But for reasons of just,
Like
hey,
work?
you up.
Yeah,
No,
that's what we do.
Not that at all. So, yeah, Perry Farrell created Lollapalooza, Jane's Addiction, Porno for Pyros. I honestly, at the top of my head, don't know why he named the band Porno for Pyros.
Was it like a crossover career? Was that already his name for something else?
It was a band he created while Jane's existed and went on a big break. And then Jane's Addiction still exists, opening for the Pumpkins on the last tour. And then Porno for Pyros, he does that band
Was
too.
Jane addicted to porn?
I don't know. It's another question I don't have an answer for. But you're bringing up a lot of great points.
I know.
I don't, when we get Perry Farrell in here.
As per usual.
Of course. Well, we saw Perry Farrell Lollapalooza. He created Lollapalooza, of course. And we didn't get a chance to ask him that. Next Lollapalooza, if you win the golden ticket, you find Perry Farrell and you ask him, Jane's Addiction, Porno for Pyros, what's the deal with those names?
What's going on there?
So text Pyro.
We
P-Y.
didn't go with porno?
We did not.
Lame.
That would have been better.
Case.
Why didn't you go with porno? Did you feel bad about that?
Big L at 6:05, huh?
I just didn't want to have to explain to people, hey, type the word porno when they call in because they think it's a calling contest, not a text. Text the word to 312-591-8300.
And don't text porno. Thanks, Case. Text Pyro. Pyro. Pyro to 312-591-8300. What that does is get you into Porno for Pyros. We can rush the stage and ask why they named the band that. That'll be Tuesday, October 24th. Then you're qualified for the golden ticket. Everything that Q101 has for you between Riot Fest 2023 and Riot Fest 2024, which right there is about $800 worth of tickets. 2 Riot Fests for 3 days.
True.
I mean,
Well, because it'll be like 6, because it'll be 3 and 3.
yeah. Well, it's not 100 a day. It's like, they're almost like 400 for the whole thing, I think.
Is it 400 for all of it?
I think so. I mean, it's sold out, so I don't know what the prices are going for right now. Now it's probably going for like $1,000 for just this one coming up.
Really?
Could be. And then, Perry Farrell created Lollapalooza. Lollapalooza tickets for 4 days? That's going to be a lot.
Any relation to Will?
No.
I'm just asking.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying no, but I don't have 99.9%
Probably
accuracy
is.
on that.
Will Ferrell's the drummer. You don't even know.
When we come back-
You don't know anything about this group.
Here's what we're going to do. Kenzie's going to give her 500 words on Porno for Pyros, like a school project when we come back, about the band, to educate everybody about him. And if Will Ferrell's the drummer for the band, I will leave. I will go home for the day.
Me too.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, if you stay here for about 3 minutes with Brian and Kenzie on Q101, we'll give you that keyword again for the golden ticket. If you missed it 15 minutes ago, for the golden ticket and for Porno for Pyros. Kenzie, I did a little research for you. I know you were busy there.
Yep, I'm very busy.
Porno for Pyros, Perry Farrell's band, of course, when Jane's Addiction broke up.
Obviously.
Perry Farrell named the band after viewing an ad for fireworks in a pornographic magazine. So Porno for Pyros. There was a fireworks ad in a porno mag, and that's how he named the band.
Huh. Does he have a wife? Because I would be
He
pissed.
does have a wife. He does. He does. She's okay with it.
Is she?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be. I just thought about that
You'd
randomly the other day.
really make an issue. I'm calling my band Porno for Pyros.
Yeah, because you were looking at porn. You're just admitting something to me.
Get a porn mag.
I was just thinking about Megan, your wife, the other day.
Really?
Because I was like, I'd kill Brian. Like, you have so much porn in the house.
Just in general?
Yeah. And I'm like,
Okay. That sounds bad. That sounds wrong, the way you said it.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think you're a pretty good guy. And I was like, I feel like Brian's a good husband. Except for the fact that he's a lot of porn in the house.
Okay.
And I would be really mad about that. And
Okay.
Megan should kill him. Because I think I'd kill him. I just started thinking that.
Case, can you make sure this is recorded?
I was cooking dinner.
If there's some kind of plot against me, and if Kenzie doesn't show up for work, we know to look in the pond in Elgin by her house.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't show up for work, you'll know that Kenzie got to Megan. I don't know where they'd put me. I bet they can't carry me anywhere.
That's a good point. You'd be really hard to be buried.
They'd call Case, and Case would sort of go, yeah, I'll help bury the body.
Oh, I do whatever Kenzie asks me to do. It makes my life easier.
Right.
True.
So we don't have to have a discussion
I'm a
about
pain in
it.
the ass.
I want to qualify. You said porn around the house. That's not true. I have a bunch of totes with old Playboys in them because they're collector's items, and I plan on selling them someday to make a lot of money for Harper's college fund.
Yeah, print media is doing really well right now.
Well, it'll be historical. Like you said, it's not doing well. And when it's completely gone, then I'll have these archived treasures.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
I had a friend recently.
Offer money for my Playboy?
No one's done that. But they went to a garage sale, and there were crates and crates full of these Playboys that went for $1 each.
Huh.
So
He got a steal.
I don't think that's what
That's
it is.
what he did.
They didn't all sell. And they were $1.
Well, that's a
You
shame.
see what I'm saying?
I see it, but
Do you get where I'm coming from?
You also find big bargains. You had a garage sale and people got Legos for a really good price.
Like, not great ones.
They were chewed Legos.
And they were more than $1.
Listen, I've looked on eBay, and some of them go for $20 to $50 a magazine. That's what I've seen.
Any of the ones you have, are there specific ones that you have that are worth a lot?
Well, I have all of them.
All of them? Yeah.
I can go back and categorize them and find that one.
And luckily, there's no other place to find naked women now. You have to look through Brian's old magazines.
It's like you just said, it's print media.
Used Playboy magazines, I don't think are the commodity. I love to see like all the open cologne flaps that have been rubbed on his neck. Nobody wants that.
Well, how else did you get free cologne back in the day?
Oh,
Just rub
God.
that thing on your face.
Disgusting. It's sticky. Every time a page is stuck, you're gonna flip out.
Also, that adds to the value.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it's Brian and Kenzie
Not
on
yours.
Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, once again, you want to get to porno for pyros? Aragon, text pyro to 312-591-8300. That's Pyro. You get that, plus qualify for the golden ticket, everything Q101 does for a year. You are, Chicago's music authority. You are the person that people will be at a party or a bar and say, well, hey, you went to that show because you're the golden ticket winner. What was that like? That person that went to every show that was amazing, and you'll have that. And your Instagram followers will go up, probably start a music blog, all your shows, all these other options besides just enjoying it and getting free concerts. And now I'm to worry about paying. Text PYRO to 312-591-8300. Kenzie, have you heard the phrase bros before hoes? Have you heard of that phrase?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What do you
Like bros before hoes?
means?
What?
Like put your friends before the whores you're dating. The people that you're supposed to spend your life with.
I just wanted to hear you describe it.
Idiots.
That phrase, certainly guys will say that at some time when they're trying to get, hey, and there's a I can't say it, the woman's version of that, by the way. Chicks before, I can't say that,
Fries before guys, baby.
Fries before guys?
Yeah.
What does that mean now? Like French fries?
Yeah, any enjoyable thing before men.
I've never heard that one
Fries
before.
before guys, baby. I would rather have a night where I eat fries and watch movies than even go out with my friends.
Wow. Yeah.
I would like to just stay in stretchy pants, so
Yeah.
fries before guys.
Well, we're gonna dive deeper in this phrase if this world still exists with people in a way siding with their guys or their girls before their person.
This doesn't seem like any type of fact.
It shows the difference of how things have changed or not changed. Probably giving out too much information in this tease, but we'll get to that next at 6:30.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101. Q101.
Well, it's time for a fact that makes your brain go. And we've already talked about it for a minute, the bros before hoes phrase or the fries before guys, as Kenzie said. Toys.
Hello.
Julie checked in, toys before boys. There's a lot of ways.
Because she's a collector.
Yeah.
Tinker toys.
I cannot stop thinking of 40-year-old virgin whenever I hear about toy collector. But anyway, so this may not be surprising information, but there was a study done, and this used to be a phrase. We go, oh man, it's us, it's your guys, your boys, she's ruining your life, that kind of thing. Well, a new poll says that 57% of guys would end a friendship. Actually, both sides, women and men, would end a friendship if the person didn't like their partner. So more than half would end the friendship and stay with the partner, even if it's not, we're not talking about marriage, we're talking about maybe you dated 3 times or something like that. You're just starting to date, whatever.
Well, I mean, I kind of agree with that. I don't think you should do that.
I agree you should. Well, here's the thing, though. In my life, there's been 2 instances I can recall, not Megan, of course, but where I was dating somebody and people hated her. Just all my friends, every one of them up and down said, are you serious? She's crazy. And I would use the phrase, and I think a lot of guys and maybe women have used this too, you don't know what it's like when we're together alone.
Yikes.
Ever use that phrase?
No.
And I did.
I'm like, you're getting a pretty good glimpse of what the whole thing's like.
But it's you're in denial. Like, I knew it. I knew it was crazy, but for some dumb reason, I didn't listen.
People have to get there on their own. If they ask your advice, you chime in, but like you're not going to be the sole reason somebody breaks up. So like, they got to get there. So yeah, let them date them.
But I think people have broken up with someone because of their friends. They said they're more loyal that way.
Again, you can help by when they have problems. You can be like, no, that's really sick. That's not a normal relationship problem. Like when they vent to you. But besides that, like they got to get there.
Well, yeah, but so are you going to hang out with that person with the other person that you hate?
No, you don't have to do that.
So you kind of lose a friendship in a way. It'll be gone for at least a while. You'll be like a less friend.
I had a friend who dated a horrible guy. The guy was mean to me all the time. And he was really like aggressive and weird. I remember him like for the first night I met him, and they weren't even boyfriend and girlfriend. They were just seeing each other.
Right.
And I met him, and I was just like, we hadn't gotten along previously either. And I was like, you know what? I don't care. You guys are together. No problem. Like, even if we're not like on the same page as people, like, we're not dating. So as long as you treat her good, I don't care. And he goes, well, it doesn't concern you if I treat her good. I'm allowed to treat her however I want.
Ugh.
And I'm like, why is that the fight you want to get in? That you're allowed to treat her bad? I go, okay.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, it literally doesn't concern you because you could be gone as a friend and then I could still be with her. And I go, okay, I don't know. What are you talking about? He was just like the most aggressive guy. And my friends still saw the entire interaction and still want to date him. And I'm like, that's on you. I will go out with you when you're not with him because I think he's the worst person I've ever met, but enjoy.
And what happened with that relationship?
It was like 3 weeks later. It's like, because he's a horrible person.
Yeah. Well, some people marry those people. And then that's when the friendship, you have to decide, are you going to be friends with someone forever like that with a person you hate as their partner? And that's rough. That's right. I mean,
as an adult, you only see your friends every like 6 months anyways.
That's one way to look at it. I haven't seen any real friends in a while.
List your friends. Does it bother you who their wives are? Who cares?
I think with a lot of people it does. Like, you're right. If you're younger, it's a bigger deal. When you get older and you get other more responsibilities, and you're kind of like, people, let's go hang out, and it's like, oh. Yeah.
We literally have friends that text. They're like, "Do you think you could do something in September?" We're like,
September's kind of booked.
September.
Oh my God.
That's next month.
I gotta sit on the couch. Got to catch up on the challenge. I got so many things like that.
Yeah.
But when you used to go out a lot, at least I used to go out a lot. I used to go out every night, and you're going out with those people.
And you're a hooer.
No, I went out and I read books.
No, you didn't.
I saw movies.
You read Playboy. Doesn't count.
Well, anyway, there's a fact that makes your brain go, and maybe it doesn't. But this study shows 57% would end a friendship if the person didn't like the partner. 71% claim their friends' opinions have no impact on who they choose to date. 92% that if they were to ask for approval from anyone, it would be their mom over their friends. Not approval.
Parents, I could see that.
Whatever, yeah.
Because I think that your parents, for the most part, okay, want to see you in a happy relationship and think that you should. Friends can be selfish. Like, I don't want to lose a wingman or my girl. Where a parent is going to be like, you should have a family or start. So they're going to come at it from a different angle. I tell my man this all the time because he doesn't like that I tell my parents everything. But I go to my parents for like relationship advice, not my friends, because my friends are like, forget him, let's go out, hook up with someone else. And my parents would like my marriage to work, so they're always like, well, when we got in a fight 25 years ago, like it's just way better advice.
Yep. Yeah, when you lose a wingman or a wingwoman, it's a sad day.
It's selfish.
It's selfish, but
and
it's
they
sad.
will do anything. They're like, you should cheat. I'm like, it's my anniversary. I'm happy. What do you mean?
Well, there you go. Maybe you're like us. Maybe you're in the situation you can relate to this or not relate, but there you go. That's the fact. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Coming up, a wild interaction from Stephen Jenkins of Third Eye Blind at an airport where someone wanted an autograph. We'll talk about it.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Third Eye Blind on Q101, and something weird happened with Stephen Jenkins, a singer of Third Eye Blind, at an airport. And maybe it's not weird, actually, if you're in a pretty big band like they are. And I'm going to play the audio, but it's very hard to hear. But a guy comes up to him holding about 20 albums of Third Eye Blind. Kind of gets him at the luggage area there where Stephen Jenkins is waiting for his luggage to come off the plane. And here's what he says to him. Again, I'm going to play the audio, but I'll explain. If you don't understand, I'll explain it afterward.
I can't beg you, man. Can I get a photo with you there over the years? Tell me a song. Tell me a song that's on Out of the Vein. I can't believe you're literally going to quiz me. I've met you freaking Bowhagers. I'll tell you why. Because there's a business of signing stuff that goes up on eBay. Sure. And I don't want to participate in it. That's cool. I mean, I know. It's like, good Lord. It's like, they're kind of faster. I mean, I have this shit. You know? I'll sign one record. Okay?
Okay, so it's a little loud there, but the guy comes up to him with the...
Are they in a washing machine?
There are those, the luggage things that they, what do you call it? When you go get your luggage, the...
Baggage claim?
Baggage claim. God dang, I couldn't remember.
Tough one.
So they're a baggage claim, and the guy comes up with 20 albums of Third Eye Blind to sign. Asked Stephen Jenkins, will you sign these? And so Stephen Jenkins says to him, which you can't hear too clearly in there, he goes, okay, I'll tell you what, tell me one song off Out of the Vein, which is their album that came out in 2003. And the guy gets mad. I was like, you're going to quiz me when I'm a fan asking for autographs? And then he explains, I'll tell you why I'm asking you that, because there's a business out there on eBay or anywhere else online of selling autographs to make money, and I just want to make sure you're a fan. And the guy goes, I get it then. And then Stephen Jenkins eventually says, I'll sign one. I'll sign one. How about that? I'll sign one of them, and that's fair. And the guy goes, okay. Now, I can only imagine how much a rock star, whatever you want to call him, pop star, whatever, gets hit up for autographs or pictures. It seems more selfies, I think, these days than autographs, right? People say, like, yeah, I want to get a picture real quick.
Right.
More than an autograph.
I would say so.
I would think that's more of a big deal now. When the guy's holding 20 albums, and they're the same one, he's selling them online for money.
Were they all the same?
They were all the same. In the video, Casey's putting the video up after he goes to law school and becomes an animator. He's getting that video up on Q101's Facebook page, so you can see the video yourself.
Okay, I'm going to do a hot take here, I guess.
Here we go.
I think he was kind of a jerk.
Which one? Who?
The Third Eye Blind over here.
Stephen Jenkins? You think he was being a jerk?
I don't think he's being super nice, because even if you feel like he's doing that, then just be like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry, but I will sign one of them for you. And move on. You're in a great position. Look at your life. Here's somebody who wants your autograph, whatever. Like Dolly Parton had a great quote where when she was filming, what was it? Was it like Steel Magnolias with Julia Roberts and
stuff? That was
the
movie. She was in that.
Okay. They had this scene, and it was like 115 degrees out, like how it's going to be today. And they had to film outside in full hair and makeup. It wasn't supposed to be 115 degrees in the scene, and they had to be outside. And every single one of them, including Julia Roberts, they were like complaining and bitching, like, oh my God, my hair, it's falling. This is too much. I can't stay in character. And Dolly said nothing. And think about how Dolly looks with her wigs. She's all dolled up, right? And Julia Roberts said to her, she goes, aren't you hot? Like, you're not saying anything. And she goes, I spent my entire life trying to be famous. I'm not going to complain about it.
I get that. That's a great way. It's a great take.
And it's true. It's like you want to be successful. You want to be in these positions. I get not standing there and signing 20. I'm not saying you should do that. You don't need to be a jerk when somebody does. I'm gonna quiz you. You're not God.
See,
just sign one of them. be like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm so busy, but I would love to sign one. Thanks for listening, and just move on with your life.
But here's the thing. I like what Stephen Jenkins did here because maybe he would have signed all 20 if the guy came up with some songs. He could have said Blinded. He could have said Crystal Baylor. He could have said anything he wanted, but to show he was a fan. Oh, my God, you know about me. He took the time to go longer with the guy. Like you said, he could have just moved on. And he would have maybe signed all of them. And the guy's so entitled. You're going to quiz me before you sign my things? I really hated the guy who had the albums. I
think that if I walked up to somebody and asked for a signature because I was just blown away. I have a few people in the world that I would do that with where I'd be like, oh my God, I'd be nervous, right?
Sure.
And if they all of a sudden were throwing trivia at me, I think I would freeze up. I don't know. I just like you. Like, I think that I would feel that way too. You're not really prepared. You're nervous in those moments. And maybe this guy isn't that, but what if he was?
I don't think
and then you just feel horrible because you're like, I really do love you. I'm sorry. Like, you know,
I love you.
I think you're a great person. This is uncomfortable now.
Listen, having interviewed Stephen Jenkins a few times, he can be certainly really opinionated and strong. I just think that's great that he took the time to say that to the guy. And the guy for tweaking out, it just rubbed me the wrong way. He's a jerk. I think so. That's just me in that situation.
And it's wrong to walk up to somebody. Let me clarify. If he was walking up and it really was 20 of the same albums and not all of his
and
favorites.
It was, you'll see
if it was 20 of the same, because I didn't get to look at the physical video, I just heard it. And that's what he was doing. That is lame to do with somebody's time.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be doing that. But again, as the artist, I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm busy. Thank you for listening. And just sign one. He has a right to do that. But just be nice to people who are excited to see you and that you're famous and want your signature. I don't know.
I'll sign anything. If you see me out, I'll sign it.
Yeah. You're going to quiz people. What did I talk about on Monday if you're such a fan?
What's my wife's name? What's my baby's name? I'm going to do that next time someone asks.
What do I collect that's inappropriate?
Well, you can see the video on Q101's Facebook page. And people have interactions. We hear all the time about with different bands. And I think most are positive for the most part. But people like to call out the ones that had a bad experience with somebody famous that you really liked and you don't like them after that. Or you do like somebody you didn't care about, but they were really generous and amazing in person that you didn't expect. And it goes both ways on that. But you can go see the video on Q101's Facebook page. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. About 10 minutes away from your next chance at the Golden Ticket.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We just played this audio of Stephen Jenkins from Third Eye Blind at an airport. Some guy comes up to him with like 20 albums to sign. And Stephen Jenkins goes, well, how about naming a song off of Out of the Vein, which is not one of their more popular albums. And the guy gets mad. You're quizzing me? Because Stephen Jenkins knew the guy was going to sign all these and sell them. I guess that's still a big deal, by the way. When you hear selling on eBay, it sounds old.
It does.
Doesn't it? But I guess people still sell autographs. I mean, I don't know if our listeners buy autographed merchandise online. I don't know if that's still a thing. It must be.
I just don't feel like people do that as much with autographs. People really want... I really agree with you where I think people want pictures so much more than autographs.
Yeah.
Autographs even fade really bad.
Yeah.
I got a couple autographs and you can't even tell anymore. Like they're on a shirt that just came off. And I don't wear it or wash it or anything. Like it's, like my son has a Ryan Sandberg signed hat.
Oh, did he get that when you were sitting behind him last week?
He got it a while ago and the signature's gone.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there. I'm like, okay, it's a bummer.
Yeah, autographs used to be the thing. Now it's more of a selfie, obviously. But I take the side of Stephen Jenkins on this. And Kenzie thinks he should have just signed it and moved on. But Andrew's checking in from Skokie. Andrew, ahoy.
Ahoy. How you guys doing today?
What's up, man? How you doing? We're doing good.
Hey, I don't even like Third Eye Blind. I mean, they're okay, whatever. I wouldn't know them if they were standing right next to me, but I think he's totally in the right to do that just because the guy is obviously going to try to make a much money off of them. And, I mean, if I was in his shoes, I might think of doing that too. I think it's pretty slick idea, honestly, to do that while you're just on your feet there. Like, you know what? Prove to me that you actually know who I am.
Right.
Can I say something, though? Artists get upset now, and rightfully so. This is what the writer's strike is kind of about. Streams don't equal money. This guy went out and bought 20 albums. It paid you because albums are where you really generate money is when people purchase those.
That used to be it. I wonder if they still get money today from the album purchases.
For sure.
Because it's so weird.
Purchasing entire discographies does help, but people don't do it because they can purchase one song or have a subscription.
Yeah.
And that's why people are like, I have 1 billion streams and no money. that's where it gets weird. But discographies make money, so I'll be like, yeah, album buyer. That's what I'm talking about.
The guy might have worked at the last Tower Records out there, and he just took them all from the
He took
warehouse
them
in
from
the
Yeah,
back.
he probably just stole them.
No doubt. I actually have a Stephen Jenkins story, Kenzie.
Of course, it happened 20 years ago.
Let's go.
Like the rest of your
Let's go.
stories?
Diddle-you. This was from Q101's Twisted, where Third Eye Blind played, and it was an incredible show. And I did a great interview with him, and he was super cool. Back then, I was, my name was Sludge back then on Q101 in the afternoons. And we did this great interview. And at the end of the interview, Stephen Jenkins said to me, "Hey, Sludge, man, just let me know where the after party is tonight after Twisted." And I go, "Oh, I don't know anything about an after party, but, whatever. I'll let you know, I guess, if I hear anything." He goes, "Cool, man." So then he walks away. And then, the Twisted events with the United Center, there was 15 bands in one place. And so bands had come by. And I was in this lobby area kind of waiting around talking to, it was actually David Draymond of Disturbed. Not dropping names here. I'm just saying. That's
Yes,
who I
you
was.
are, though.
I know I was. That's a great guy.
Because it's not a big part of the story.
It's part of the story because
Is
I'm
it?
talking to David Draymond, and 20 feet away from me, Stephen Jenkins walks in the lobby going back to his dressing room. And he looks over at me and goes, "Sludge, after party. Don't forget to let me know." And I'm like, "Dude, you're in the band. You know where the after party is more than me. I don't know about an after party."
God, you're useless. You couldn't think of one place he could go that'd be fun. We live in Chicago.
I had nothing for him. He did
Jesus.
this. He did this 5 more times throughout the night. "Sludge, after party, man. Don't forget me." I'm like, "I want to go with you wherever you're going. It's probably cool."
You could have made that happen if you'd given him a suggestion and then went to that place.
I went back to my studio apartment.
You're an idiot.
That's all I did after that.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.